All right, this is the test review answers. For the first few, we're just looking for the information. So for the first one, slope is what's in front of x. The y-intercept is the number that's kind of hanging out by itself. So that's not too bad. Over here, slope is what's in front of parentheses, negative 1/3. Our point, we always do the opposite of what's in with x. So the opposite of 3 is negative 3. The opposite of negative 5 is 5. For our x and y intercepts, for an x-intercept, we're going to let y equal 0. So you put 0 in for y, that blocks this out. You see what's left is 6x equal 24. Then you divide by 6. We're going to get x equal to 4. That's our x-intercept. Okay. For the y-intercept, we're going to put 0 in for x. We're going to block that out. What's left is negative 2y equal 24. Divide by negative 2, and we get y equal to negative 12. That's our y-intercept. For x equals 6, if I was graphing that, I'd go to the x-axis to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'd run a line right up and down, and that line has an undefined slope. So that's sometimes just helpful to kind of see it so that you know what it looks like. For number 5, our slope here again is what's in front of the x. The y-intercept's the other number. So we're going to start at the y-intercept. We're going to go down 1, 2, negative 3, make a dot. And then from this dot, we do a slope of 4/3. So from this dot, we go up 4 and over 3. Up 4 and over 3. Run a line through there. And that's our line. For number 6, our slope is negative 4. Which is negative 4 over 1, which means we'll be going down 4 and over 1 in just a second. We're going to do that from the point negative 5, 3. So go to negative 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 5, positive 3. And then from this point, we go down 4 and over 1. Down 4 and over 1. Run your line through them. All right, and then that's our answer for that. For number 7, our x-intercept again, we're going to let y equal 0. So block out the y. I've got negative 3x equal 24. Divide by negative 3, and we get x equal to negative 8. So what that means is I'm going to go on the x-axis right over to negative 8 right away, make a dot. Okay. For the y-intercept, I'm going to let x equal 0. So I put 0 for x, that blocks that out. Got 4y equal 24, divide by 4, and we get y equal to 6. So go right up to 6, make a dot. Run a line through them. Okay. That's my line for that. And then for number 8, again, when I see an x or y by itself, I'm going to go right to the y-axis. I'm going to go to negative 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 5, make a dot. From this dot, I run a horizontal line through it, and that horizontal line has a slope of 0. Then we get some multiple choice questions here. This one says, which statement about the line that passes through this is false? So one thing we might want to do is go to those points. Negative 4, 7 is right here, and 1, negative 8 is down here. Okay. If we were to figure out the slope of that line, this is down 15 and over 5. Down 15 over 5 would be a slope of negative 3. Okay. If I were to do a slope of negative 3, kind of finish out some of these points here. All right. You can see I have a y-intercept here of 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 5 when I do it. All right. And so there's a couple things we want to see. The slope of the line is negative 3. That is true. We see that in terms of how he did. The line intersects the y-axis at 0, 3. We just saw that it intercepts the y-axis at negative 5. So there's our false one. All right. The equation of the line is y equal negative 3x minus 5. That's true. Okay. The line goes down and to the right. Down and to the right. That's true. So B is our choice there. Okay, that's the false one. For number 10, it says, which of the following does not represent the line that goes through 2, 3? So again, let's maybe kind of get a visual. 2, 3 is right there, and 5, 9 is right there. Okay, so if I look at that, I go up 6 and over 3, so I have a slope of 2. Okay, so with that in mind, if I were to kind of do the slope of 2, if I bring it backwards, I see that I hit the y-axis at -1. All right, and I hit the x-axis somewhere here, like about a half. All right, so now y equal 2x minus 1. Slope of 2, y-intercept of -1. Absolutely, that's what's going on there. Y equals slope of 2, go through the point 2, 3. 2, 3. Absolutely, that works. Y equals, we got slope of 2 and go through the point 5, 9. 5, 9. Absolutely, that works. Okay. For the other one, if you do this, if you find the intercepts, this says it has an x-intercept of -2 and a y-intercept of 4, and that's not what this line has. So D is our choice that does not represent it. The other three absolutely do. Number 11 says what is true about this graph. This graph has a y-intercept of -7 and a slope of 5. So the slope of the line is 5? Yes, that is true. The line goes down from left to right. No, it has a slope of 5. It goes up from left to right. So not true. The y-intercept is 5. Nope, the y-intercept is -7. To graph the line, plot the y-intercept, then plot another point 7 units down and 1 to the right. Nope, our slope is 5. We'd go up 5 units and 1 to the right. So A is our correct one there. Number 12 here asks us to graph a line that's only in quadrants 2 and 3. Quadrants 2 and 3 are right here. And it has to go through the point -6, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, -6, 2. So I can't bend it to go into 1 or bend it to go into 3. So that means it has to be a vertical line through that point. That's the only way that I can stay just in those 2 quadrants. And if I have a vertical line that goes through the x-axis at -6, then that must be the equation. X equal -6. Number 13, Rudy has $32 to spend, and she's going to do it on tacos and burritos. Can we give an example? So let's say she bought 10 tacos. Each one's $2, so that's $20 there. That'd leave her with $12 to spend. And if the burritos are $4 each, then she could do 3 burritos. So this is just an example, right? Could be, you could pick any other combination if you want, but that's one idea. What's the maximum number of tacos she can spend? Well, she has $32. Each taco costs $2. So she could buy, if all she bought were tacos, she could buy 16 tacos. What's the maximum number of burritos? Same idea. Each one's what, 4. So she could buy a total of 8 if that's all she bought. Okay. So can we write an equation for this? Well, that might sound hard, but it's actually not too bad. Each of the tacos costs $2. So $2 times the number of tacos plus $4 times the number of burritos is the total amount of money she spends, which is 32. So that actually isn't too bad either. Then the last one here, we've got an equation. It has a slope of 2/5. So if I want to be parallel to that, then I have to have the same slope. So my slope would also be 2/5. If I want to be perpendicular to it, then I take that slope, I flip it, and I change it from positive to negative, or negative to positive, change the sign. And then we say a line goes through this point and is parallel. Can we write an equation? So we're going to use point slope form. Y minus the y is equal to, and we said parallel, so 2/5 times x minus -3, which will make that x plus 3. Okay, so simple little point slope form, nothing to it. Last question here says, can you figure out whether these are parallel, perpendicular, or just intersect? So this one has a slope of 5. We have to show the slope. So that slope is 5. And this one here, if we add 20x, put it kind of right there, we get 4y equals 20x plus 16. Divide everybody by 4, and I get 5x plus 4. So this also has a slope of 5. So this has a slope of 5, that has a slope of 5, same slope. So these lines are parallel.